Hello, Professor Patterson and Dr. Bernard Hayes. So this is Sunday Reflection number 6. And chapter 14 had really interesting key points, like how organizational culture is the heartbeat of the company, like the shared values, norms, and assumptions that guide behavior and decision making. In my past experience with change efforts, I've seen how unspoken assumptions can either elevate or undermine the strategy. For instance, I supported a change initiative that introduced more cross-department collaboration. While it meant sense on paper, the underlying assumption in the culture favored departmental independence. This led to some resistance and some confusion. Also, like subcultures, though often they're viewed as outliers, they can be very powerful allies in change. I have found that when a subculture embraces innovation, like a team uses agile methods in a traditional hierarchical company, they can set an example that ripples through the rest of the organization. I've also observed how artifacts subtly reinforce our change culture values. In one organization undergoing digital transformation, the shift to open plan offices and digital communication tools symbolize transparency and agility, but without aligning leadership behaviors or team rituals to this vision, the artifacts felt hollow. It reminded me of the importance of coherence between what we say, do, and what it symbolizes. I feel like strong cultures are a double-edged sword. Like when aligned with the external environment, they create unity and direction. But whenever they are stifled, dissent, or ignore emerging realities, they become liabilities. I've seen this firsthand when teams resist to new processes simply because this is how they always done it. The most successful change efforts I've led were in environments that embrace learning and saw change as no threat but as an opportunity. I feel like whenever you're trying to merge two departments, you can facilitate the culture through workshops to cover uncommon ground and name the tensions and hear out what everyone has to say about the new strategy. And also you can answer their questions and they'll feel more comfortable to the new change. So changing and strengthening the culture, I feel like whenever change was stuck, it was whenever we told stories that honored past successes and pointed out to future aspirations. It also whenever we recognize behaviors aligned with new culture publicly and often. I also leaned into the attrition model by creating, hiring, and onboarding practices that filtered for cultural fit and signaled expectations clearly. One of the most impactful takeaways is the power of thoughtful onboarding, like realistic job previews saved us from future turnover by helping candidates self-select out. And socialization agents, peer mentors, and team leads, those played a huge role in helping newcomers find their footing and embrace the change from the get-go. So thank you for listening to Sunday Reflection 6 and have a good one.